You gotta clean out your refrigerator. You know, you can learn a lot if you just take the time out to reflect on the little things. And life will speak to you. It'll speak to you in ways that you would never even expect. You know, everybody know what it is to go to the grocery store. When you go to the grocery store, chances are you're going to get something new. You're going to get fresh produce, all of your foodstuffs. You're going to replenish, all of the staples in your house, all of the little knickknacks and things that you like to eat and nibble on throughout the week, you know. But amazingly, if you don't take the time out to keep up with what's already occupying that space on those shelves and those little drawers and those, the side doors and all that kind of stuff, what can happen is you can go out and you can get all of this new stuff, and then you might not even have nowhere to put it all. You know why? Because before you can put that new stuff, all of that new fresh goodness, that fresh produce, the new juices, all of the new little staples that you got to replenish your resources, before you can put that new stuff in that refrigerator, what's the first thing you're going to have to do if you haven't been keeping up with it? You're going to have to clean that refrigerator out. You're going to have to look at all of them jars and all of them little boxes and all of them pots, and all of the little things that you stacked away and stuffed away and put in there. And a lot of times it be from convenience. It be due to convenience. You busy, you moving around, your phone is ringing off the chain or whatever the case might be. But over a course of period of time, you begin to realize that a lot of that stuff that's in there, in a lot of instances, you're not even going to eat it. You don't even hardly touch it. Those jars are just sitting there and they just looking at you. And they're not being utilized and they're taking up space. So over a course of period of time, you got a whole lot of goodness that you want to put in, and then now you're cramming it in there. You got to throw some of that stuff away. You got to give your refrigerator a good cleaning. Look at those jars, look at those little boxes, all those little containers that, then kept moving. It just kept moving to the back, It was in the front, then it moved to the middle, and then to the back, and then you forgot about it. And you be like, oh, wow, I didn't know that was in there. It's the same thing with your life. You got a lot of people that want to move forward. You got a lot of people that say they want to grow. You got a lot of people that say, hey, you know what, I want better out of life. I want this, I want that, I got to do this, I got to do that. They go out and go buy the new books, new clothes, new shoes. Might invest in a few new courses, new hairdos, new haircuts, might go get a new car, might move, to a whole nother city, state, location, a new part of town or what have you. Might start a new business, new relationships and all of that, right? But in a lot of cases, in going out to invest in all of the newness, no matter how fly the opportunity, no matter how good it may be, it can't quite fit into your life right. You can't quite get it all in there like how it's supposed to, where it's some order, where things can flow smoothly and freely. You know why? You just can't get it to really fit like how you want it to fit. It's always that feeling like something's missing. Like you're overwhelmed, like you're just cramming stuff in because you're constantly looking for something new. And the reason why is because in a lot of cases, a lot of people just haven't really rectified certain things within inside of their past. See, that's what those little containers and all of those little pots, stuff that you cooked last week or several days ago that you done forgot about, and it's just piling up in there. And the more it piles up in there, the least you don't really want to get in there and clean it out, because you done stacked it up and put it off for so long that it appears to be something that just, it's going to take too much time to do because you haven't been keeping up with it. It's the same thing with your past. You want a new beginning, you want a new business, you want a new life. You want to step into abundance, you want to be successful, you want to be happy, you want to lose weight, you want to improve upon your health, you want to learn a new skill, you want to go on a new trip, you want a new car. See, you always thinking about the newness. You always thinking about all of the things inside of your bucket list, right? But the reason why you can't seem to really get it moving like how you want to get it moving is because, like I said, you haven't rectified those things in the past. You haven't cleaned out those shelves, those little doors. You haven't gotten rid of all of that pile up and that build up that just been sitting up and just watching you, and you haven't been using it, and it definitely hasn't been being used by you. No nourishment, just things, having people and things around that's not adding on to your growth. And for some reason, you just haven't let go. For some reason, you just haven't cut ties. For some reason, you just haven't thrown out all of that old stuff that is not being used by you to help to nourish you in the present. You see, it's the same thing. See, you can learn a lot by cleaning out your refrigerator. You keep going to the grocery store and getting new ideas, new things. It's the same thing in life. New ideas, new ambitions, new dreams, new hopes, new goals. But in a lot of cases, you be like, well, I just can't seem to get it to start. I can't get it going. It's because you keep getting bogged down, traveling backwards, having to deal with all of the same vices, the same habits, the same people that don't believe in you, the same relationship that's not growing. Because you're stuck in the past. Past failures, past defeats, past betrayals, past disappointments, past, just things in the past that haven't been healthy. And you can't let it go. But I tell you this, if you start cleaning that refrigerator out and start getting some of that stuff out and putting it in the garbage, disposing of it, getting rid of it, make space, clean out your refrigerator, clean out your life, get rid of the things that haven't been working, get rid of the things that are just remnants of the past, that are not conducive with the present and the future. Get rid of the things that are not being used as instruments towards your liberation. Get rid of the things that are not helping you to grow. Get rid of the people out of your life that don't believe in you. Get rid of the people in your life that's always speaking negative things about you and into your life that don't want to see you move forward and grow. You got to get rid of that toxicity and that acidity in your life that's keeping you from moving forward. That's keeping you from always having to just speak about what you want to do, what you could do, what you should be doing, how well it would be, what it would be like if you were to do all of those things, right? Because you got all of that baggage. You got all of those things inside your life that you can't let go, that you don't want to let go, that you haven't let go, that you know you should have been let go. But you just keep making excuses, and that's why it's still in your life, and that's why you can't move forward, because you won't clean out your refrigerator. Make space for what's new. Clear out the weeds out your yard. Get the weeds out your garden, and then you will see that new growth will come into your life, new people, new knowledge, new opportunities, new ambitions, new joy, new happiness, new love. Step into the newness, family. Get rid of the things in your life that's not conducive with the newness, with the fresh produce. Get rid of the things in your life that's not healthy for you. Get rid of the things that's constantly making you upset. Get rid of the things and the people in your life that's not trying to move forward. You're not obligated to stay stuck with those that don't want to grow and that don't want to move forward. Clean out your refrigerator, family. You'll be happy that you did. And then you'll come to realize that that stench, guess what? It's not make-believe. That stench is all of that haterism, all of that depression, all of that anxiety, all of that frustration, all of that betrayal, all of those disappointments, all of those letdowns. That's that stench in the refrigerator. Isn't it time to sanitize? Clean out your refrigerator. You'll be glad that you did.